want to welcome you to tonight's City Council meeting for the City of Columbia Heights for Monday, April 27th, 2020. Could we have a roll call, please, Nicole?
Councilmember Biskins.
Here.
Councilmember Williams.
Happy to be here.
Mayor Schmidt.
Here.
Councilmember Mergen.
Here.
Councilmember Novitsky.
Here.
And for those here, if you're able, please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item is our mission statement. Our mission is to provide the highest quality public services. Services will be provided in a fair, respectful, and professional manner that effectively address changing citizen and community needs in a fiscally responsible manner. Next item 4, is approval of the agenda. The council, upon majority vote of its members, may make additions and deletions to the agenda. Can I get a motion to accept the agenda as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Nowinski, second by Councilmember Mergen. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Next item is we have National Library Week and Library Services announcement. Because of the COVID, we did ask that Renee not come, but I will read her statement for her. This is an exciting week. This last week was the first week they were open for drop-off and pickup, and you could call in and make an order, and they would box it up for you and have it ready for you. So I know my neighbor was excited. They were looking for some new movies, new books. So so we are celebrating National Library Week, April 19th through 25th, 2020. Find Your Place at the Library was chosen some time ago, well before any of us could imagine a temporary closing of our physical spaces. But you can still find your place at the library because we are open for business online and by phone, providing the virtual services and the digital content you need now more than ever. You can access ebooks, audiobooks, virtual story times, language learning, and so much more, all from the comfort of your home. In addition, the Columbia Heights Public Library is now offering curbside pickup of library materials between 12 and 4:30, Monday through Friday. Call the library to learn more about curbside pickup or any of our online resources. The library phone number is 763-706-3690. That's 763-706-3690. I know, Bree has made some online videos, virtual story times. So if your kids are bored, pick one of those for them to read to them. If you need to have a little break from reading, let her read to them, and they can go see their favorite librarian then too. And lots of ebooks. This is a good time to get some of those. And if you just want the paper book, you just want to have that in your hand, this is the time, call, and they'll have it ready for you between 12 and 4:30. Thank you. Next item is the consent agenda. These items are considered to be routine by the City Council and will be enacted as part of the consent agenda by one motion. Items removed from consent agenda approval will be taken up as the next order of business. If there are no requests to remove anything, then Kelly Bourgeois, would you please read the list, please?
Yes, thank you, Mayor, members of the council. Consent agenda item A is approval of the minutes of the City Council meeting from April 13th, 2020. Item B is appropriating $66,000 from the fund balance of the General Government Capital Equipment Replacement Fund, that's 431, to the 2020 budget, and awarding a vehicle purchase agreement for the purchase of a new SUV for the fire department. Item C is consideration and approval of the rental housing license applications that was in your packet. Item D is approval of the business license applications that were in your packet. And item E is a review of the bills totaling $637,986.97.
And if there are no questions or comments from the council, then can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Biskins, second by Councilmember Williams. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
My computer just died, so it's a good thing it's a short meeting. Next item is a report of the city council. And Connie, would you like to start?
Sure. Just one thing, in the last 2 weeks since we last met, attended, along with the mayor, attended a group of people in neighborhood decided to wish a neighbor of theirs, Leroy, a happy 88th birthday, so they encourage a lot of people to come, keeping our 6-foot distance and wearing masks if we can, and sing him happy birthday. And we also had our fire department with a big fire truck that came in and with a nice welcome for Leroy. It was really nice. He had lost his dog just recently and was having a tough time, and so the neighborhood thought they'd try to cheer him up. And I'd say probably at least 50+ people showed up.
That's what I think too.
And it was so nice out. It's just too bad that we couldn't have shut the street down and had a barbecue and picnic. It was so nice, but no, we have to stay away from each other. So, but otherwise, no, it was a really nice thing to see. So, and the other thing I just wanted to mention, I wanted to thank everyone out there who's filled out their census forms. I think the last numbers I saw were 60%, and is it around 60? Yeah, so I would really, really encourage everyone out there to fill out your census form. I would love to see Columbia Heights hit 90% or higher, and I think we can do it. So please remind your neighbors, your family that lives in town, your friends that live in town, fill that form out. It's really important that we get that done. And I want to thank those that already did it. Thank you. Bye.
Councilmember Williams.
I'll second what Connie said about the census part. However, I still report that our company, which has between 300 and 400 employees, and most of them are working yet, and we have not had one single person test positive for this virus. And I'm pretty happy about that, including myself.
Good.
So I'm going to go for a test this next week, just to make sure. So I just have nothing else. I hope everyone stays safe, and I said it's going to pass. I've been through many, many viruses in my lifetime, and this is just another one. My brother had polio many, many years ago. Most you know what that was. Maybe you do, Charlie. Polio? They had iron lung. My brother got in his right hand. But I was there all the time. I didn't get it. So viruses are viruses. We've all had the flu, and we've all had I didn't have the swine flu, but I take certain things all day, every day, to take sure I'm safe. So thank you for that.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Mergen, any updates?
No updates. I'd just like to wish Leroy Nealing a happy 88th birthday. He's been a longtime friend and a real good friend of mine, so hope you have many more, Leroy. Congratulations.
Councilmember
The census, I agree with Connie that yes, if we can get that done, something that we are all at home and takes about 5 minutes online, and we can make a real difference in a real short amount of time by doing that. So thank you for that. And then also thank you to everybody that participated and donated for the mask drive. I know that, what was it, 350 or something?
65, I think. 360.
Yeah. So, I'm not a sewer personally, but thank you to everybody that did.
Thank you. I also wanted to thank everybody that has taken the time to fill out their census. When I was looking online, Columbia Heights is at 61.1% when I looked last Friday. And Minnesota is #1 in the nation so far in beating every other state in filling out the census, which is still, Anoka County overall was at 70.1%, which I think is amazing. But I'm looking forward to the library opening up physically. I think that will help those that might have internet issues, and it might be a good idea if we had some people to help out with the census. I don't know if that's the plans with Renee. That would be something maybe. Have you talked to her about that?
Mayor Council, I haven't talked with her specifically about that issue. I know previous to the closure, they had staff that were trained to help people fill out the census. They are working on a reopening plan. The concern is maintaining social distancing, especially helping with computer access. That is one of the biggest challenges that they're trying to figure out a plan for. But certainly anything that they can do, they want to be open as much as people want to go in there.
Oh, yes.
So, yep, whatever we can do to help with getting those numbers up, we will.
And they did set up hotspots outside, didn't they?
They
On
did.
the grassy parts?
Yes, they set up 2 additional spots, so Wi-Fi service, you can sit in the parking lot or on the grass at the library and get very good Wi-Fi access with any wireless device, yep.
And if it's a beautiful day like today, it's a nice day to sit out and maybe sit on one of those big stones and rest and, or bring your lawn chair, bring your own lawn chair, probably a better idea, or sit in your car and use the Wi-Fi. It does work really well. I was also told that it's Essential Workers Day Appreciation. We have a lot of essential workers here in our city. We have a lot of workers in our staff for our city. We appreciate everybody that is out there. We appreciate those who are helping to watch kids so that workers can be out. I did a Wikipedia search, so it might not be accurate, but I was trying to get a timeline of things, of how this has happened. This is according to Wikipedia. February 26th, we had a first positive case of someone who had been on a ship and contracted the disease. It was not officially confirmed until March 6th. That was our first case in Minnesota. March 11th, the U of M suspended classes and took an extra week for spring break. They haven't been back since. March 18th, schools officially closed, and they are not coming back. March 21st, we had our first death here in their state. And March 27th, shelter in place started. People here in our city and our state have been very, very good. I look at the numbers for other states, and I am just amazed how much better our numbers are in comparison. Yes, it's sad when we do lose people, and I do know somebody that has passed because of this, and I know it's hard for families because there's no chance to grieve. There are no funerals. It's a hard time. It's sad to see the seniors sitting in the nursing homes waving to their grandkids and great-grandchildren just through the window. They can't touch them. It's been hard, but we will get through this. And as more things open up, I am looking forward to sitting down in a restaurant and ordering a meal. And just, things are going to get better. And we should be proud of how we worked through this. We have a great state. We've got great people here we've got neighbors that are helping neighbors. Appreciate it so much. And I appreciate all the employees that we have here in our city. It's been great to work with. Appreciate Lenny and Charlie and Kelly as every day you're meeting together. And yes, it gets overwhelming at times, but we appreciate that very much. It's making us safe, and we appreciate it. Thank you. Go ahead, Kelly.
Actually, the council covered almost everything that I was going to mention. Again, a huge thank you. The mask donation drive at the fire department on Saturday was a great success. And Charlie, if you can correct me, we are going to continue accepting masks on an ongoing basis. We're going to work out a way to accept those, so there's no contact. I don't know that we've got all the details figured out yet, but we're
working on details, but we should have them by tomorrow. I believe they're making a box to fill that.
And the benefit of that is the masks that are donated there are going directly to the nursing home and the care facilities in our community. They're not going elsewhere. They're going where they're needed here. So that's a huge piece. Mayor, as you mentioned, our staff continue to just do a wonderful job. Everyone's committed. Really, we're lucky, Bobby, we don't have anyone either that's tested positive, so we're very, very grateful for that. And we continue to do what we can to be safe and provide services. Top Value is open. Top Value 1 on Central is open. We're working towards getting Top Value 2 on 37th open as well with a similar type layout. The library, as I mentioned, is working on an opening procedure. They would like to be open as soon as we can next Monday. That's the goal. We're still working on what programming will look like for both the library and the recreation department over the summer. We're going to play that one by ear. Part of that has to do with what the governor decides in his opening things back up. And part of that will just be based on the numbers and the virus itself and what we can do safely. We certainly won't do anything that isn't safe, but we also don't want to close anything just because it's convenient or the easy decision. We want to do it for the right reasons. So we will continue to talk with that. Mayor, as you mentioned, the chiefs and I meet every morning, and those are the things that we talk about. We go over the numbers, we go over the impacts of those numbers on our community, on the area, on the state, and talk about our specifics from there. Next week is a big meeting week, so our plan is to continue with this setup. We have EDA and the council work session on Monday. So we're going to meet in here instead of in conference room 1. We have a commission meeting on Tuesday. That will hopefully be in here as well. Library board will meet on Wednesday. That will either be a Zoom meeting or that will be here, or a combination of both. Again, depending on what happens with the governor's orders, if the stay-at-home restrictions are lifted, things like that. We will have web meetings with both the MAC and the Neighborhood Watch Group next week as well. So pretty much every evening next week is kind of back at it, and those agendas are getting big. We've pushed off all of the work that didn't have to be done, and now it's time that we can't push things off anymore. We've got budget coming up. We've got some other big things, like the council to talk about the parks, pools, splash pad moving into the summer, what our plans are with that, at least get some initial decisions made and ideas on the table. So some big things to be talking about at the council work session on Monday evening. That is all I have.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. And our city attorney was told he didn't have to come tonight, so if there are no other comments or questions, then can I get a motion to adjourn? Oh, just, excuse me.
Yeah, I want to find out about this TV tonight. Is that channel, HGTV, what is that?
Oh, there's, yeah, I forgot about that.
Do you have?
I don't have the details. Nicole probably has more than I do. HGTV is Home and Garden Television.
But how do you get it? We have cable, but how do we get that?
Should be on your cable channel. I couldn't tell you the channel number.
It says something down here in the sheet. It show 5699 18672.
No, that would be the episode number, I believe.
Yeah, if you Google on your remote, or not Google, do search for HGTV, you can find the channel, and it's on, I think, around 8, I think.
Tonight at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I see that. That's a house here in Columbia Heights.
Right.
They remodel it or something.
Yep.
Yeah, so Celebrity IOU with the Property Brothers, Jonathan and Drew Scott, they did a remodel for a family that live here in Columbia Heights. Don't know their address, and
I don't think they're gonna give it out.
but no, they're not giving it out. But it's kind of fun to be able to see somebody in Columbia Heights have this gifted to them. And so if you have HGTV, please check it out and see what's happening in our city.
Yeah.
Apparently they were here last September, so they were here and disappeared. And they were very quiet about it, so thank you. And one last thing, happy birthday again to Leroy Nealing for 88th birthday. And we will let Dan know that he was missed. Thank you. Now can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion by Councilmember Biskin, second by Councilmember Novinsky. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you.